How do I make a video podcast? Well, as a business owner, if you're stepping into the video world and you want to kind of kill two birds with one stone when it comes to podcasting and starting a YouTube channel, it's a whole nother animal. And we're going to go over some of the technical aspects as well as what you need to do to set a firm foundation to make sure that you're successful in the long term. So stick around. By the end of this video, we're going to go over all the pre-planning that goes into making a great podcast, making a sustainable great podcast. And then we're going to wrap it up with a very broad overview of the technical stuff, the gear that you're going to need. A lot of people gravitate towards the gear really quickly, but we're going to spend a little bit of time on setting the foundation first. Let's go. So being the video podcast for your company, for your business, I hope the first question is pretty much answered. What will your video podcast be about? Well, there's a fine line. I know it's going to be about the company. It's going to be a little bit about what you do, but I would caution you to please make sure it's not a 30, 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute advertisement for the company. Nobody wants to see that. This is not tooting your horn and telling people how great you are. What you want to do is start to talk about the company from your customers, from your clients' perspective. What are they going to get out of this? And the best way to do that is answer questions they're already asking. Who is your audience going to be? Those are going to be potential clients and customers. And the best way to look at them is, who are your current clients and customers? Who are the best ones that you have already? Who are the ones that you love working with, that you can't wait to get to the office and serve today? You know they're on your calendar and they actually put a little extra pep in your step because you absolutely love working with them. Those are the folks that you want to start with in creating a persona and creating an avatar of who you want to serve in the future. And when you have that narrowed down to just those people and you've got a great description and you know exactly who you're talking about, then you know exactly who you're talking to. And it's that type of, like a snowball effect, a magnetic snowball effect that just starts to draw in the right people as well. Now you're going to talk to them in a way to call them out. Be sure to mention, now look, if you've got, let's say, a life coach, okay? And let's say you're helping women who are now empty nesters move forward in their careers, getting back into the workforce. So now you've got a really good idea of who you're talking about. They're anywhere between, say, 35 and 50. They've got a career. They want to get back to it. And now they've just had a major shift in their identity from mom to now they're back into the workforce. How do they make that adjustment after 18, 20, 22, 25 years of being a mom and focusing on that and focusing on their kids? There are a lot of folks out there. There are a lot of ladies I know that are life coaches that are going after that niche exactly. So now that you've got this person in your mind, you know exactly who you're talking to. So then that begs the question, what do they want to hear about? What are the questions they're asking? What are the pain points that they're mulling over in their minds in the middle of the night that makes them wake up in a cold sweat? Or is there something bothering them? Are there just plain questions out there that they have no idea what the answer is? Those are the questions that you want to answer. Those are the questions that become your content, your videos, your long-form videos, even your short-form videos. I mean, you ask the question, how do I make a video podcast? This is my answer. And so this is kind of the situation that you want to do. Now, how you do it is totally up to you. Maybe you don't like my style. Maybe this is not how you're going to present yourself on camera. That's fine. Whether it's just a talking head video or maybe you're walking through the park or something like that and you're going to be filming yourself with a selfie stick. Hey, go for it. Whatever suits you best, because we do want to see your personality, your technique, and especially get to know you. Remember the old know, like, and trust. This is your opportunity to shine through in such a way that you're also talking to your clients to show them what they'll be getting. And most importantly, let me make this absolutely clear. Turn the spotlight around. This is not about your company or your business. You're not saying, hey, we're so great that we absolutely love working with you and getting you over this. We understand it. We. If you keep talking we's and I's, you've totally missed the point. Turn it around and talk about you. When you start talking in language that points to or sympathizes with or empathizes with your key customer, then you've got the idea. This is all about how you're going to help them solve their problem. That's what we do around here. We set up your business podcast, your business YouTube channel, whatever it is that you want to get up and running to help you find new clients and serve them at the highest level. So be sure to like and subscribe. We cover everything from cameras to lighting to podcasting to even blogging and radio commercials. Whatever it is that you need audio or video-wise, that's what we cover here for your business. So now let's get down to the tangible stuff. Let's talk equipment. First off is cameras. Cameras can be done as simply or as complex as you want to make it. First of all, you can certainly start off with your smartphone. Reach into your purse, reach into your pocket, grab whatever you've got, and start hitting that little red button and crank out your first video. Once you get the ball rolling, trust me, you're going to want to expand. The way to expand in the camera department is either with a DSLR, a digital single lens reflex, or you could even step up to a mirrorless camera. They've got some stuff out there that you can probably get very inexpensively, even used equipment that you can find some great cameras out there for probably less than $100. And then you can flip that switch and get yourself into the $6,000 to $10,000 range as well. I highly recommend you not go that route right off the bat. Start slow, start simple. Start by learning the craft. There is so much that you're going to learn in your first video, let alone your first 5 or 10 videos, that's going to teach you so much more about what you need to do here and not so much the buttons on the camera. What you're doing in front of the camera is much more important than the camera itself. And since it's much easier to get your point across when people can see you, the next step would be lighting. Think about your lighting that you're going to be doing. It can be as simple as, say, grabbing a 3-way bulb out of the living room, sitting it next to you just off camera, and cranking it up. It can be as simple as that. I would recommend you get it at least eye level, maybe a little bit higher. You definitely don't want it down below with the light shining up on you. That's not very natural. People look at that, and whether they recognize it or not, something's wrong. Light doesn't come from down below. And immediately your psyche and your mind and even viscerally, you react to it. And we don't want to turn anybody off. So something that's right about this height, or maybe a little bit higher where the sun would naturally be. They want to equate the light with the sun, with natural lighting. So be sure to have it up here, but just a little off camera. You can achieve that with a ring light. Ring lights are only 35 bucks. You can get those just about anywhere. Or you could set it up, like I said, with a 3-way bulb out of the living room. Something simple. Sit right in front of a window. Go outside and sit under a tree. You don't want direct light. You want something a little bit softer, a little more natural. And then when it comes to microphones, there's a whole mess of stuff. I don't know if you can see this one that I've got clipped here to my collar. There's a nice little microphone that is actually, it's a wireless microphone that goes directly back to the camera. There are microphones built into cameras, including your smartphone, but the ones that are built into cameras, this one plugs in, so it's as if the camera were right here getting the audio and it's being transmitted back to the camera. So you've got a really up close and personal audio that sounds really great. Plus, as soon as you possibly can, I would strongly recommend you get some kind of a backup. If something's going to go wrong, it's probably going to go wrong. The technical end, it's going to go wrong with audio. Something didn't get turned on, a battery died, something like that. It's much more obvious with the camera. It's much more obvious with the lighting. The bulb's not on. What does that tell you? Okay, so you can tell when the lighting's not right. But when it comes to audio, that'll always turn around and bite you. So be sure to get not only a microphone for picking up, maybe something like this, but you're also going to want something as a backup. And finally, to put it all together, there's editing software. Editing software comes in so many shapes and sizes. First of all, I bet you didn't even notice, but there's probably 2, 3, 4, maybe even 648 different editing apps on your phone already. There's so many out there. You can pick and choose whatever you want and have a great time having some fun making some videos with it. Take it a step further, there's probably already free software on your computer. If you want to take your cell phone video, load it up to your computer, you can have a great time editing there. There are also some very expensive programs that have simplified versions for free. And I'm talking Hollywood caliber editing programs here. I'm not talking about little little stuff that, I mean, we're talking color correction and motion graphics and all kinds of fun stuff that can really, really turn into running down a rabbit hole if you let it. But focus. Keep your eye on the prize. Let's get your YouTube channel up and running. But I tell you what, it's a lot of fun playing with those bigger programs too. So if you are thinking about diving into this video podcast for your company, I strongly recommend you start with this. Nate Woodbury wrote a book, A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. This baby covers it all. From the beginning ideas, what topics are you going to discuss, how to find those topics, all kinds of things, all the way down to the technical stuff, from cameras to lighting to sound, even to the editing, thumbnails, and beyond. This is going to be your new video YouTube Bible. I guarantee it. Keep it within arm's reach. You're going to want a copy. There's a link in the description down below. Click on that, pay shipping and printing and everything, and we'll send you out a copy immediately. A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube by Nate Woodbury. Get yours down below. I'm Nic Natarella with AdWise Creative. Thank you for watching.